Pav. Have you ever heard the phrase live in the end and wondered what it really means? What if manifestation isn't about chasing, hoping, or wishing, but about becoming the version of you who already has what they desire? In this video, I'm going to explain what living in the end truly means, why it works so powerfully, and how you can start practicing it today in a grounded, natural way. So, if you're ready to stop chasing and start becoming, stick around. So, what does living in the end actually mean? It's a concept that sounds a bit mystical, but it's incredibly practical. It means you mentally and emotionally occupy the state where your desire is already fulfilled. Instead of constantly asking, when will it happen? Or why isn't it here yet? You shift your entire being into the assumption that of course this is my life. Think about it like this. When you order a package online, you don't spend every second worrying if it will arrive. You place the order, and you carry on with your life, knowing it's on its way. Living, in the end, is that same feeling of certainty, but for your desires. It's crucial to understand this is not about pretending. It's not about forcing positive thoughts or slapping a happy sticker on a bad day. And it's definitely not about ignoring your current reality. It's about aligning your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with the end result you want. You start to think from the state of having it, not of wanting it. Why is this so important? Because your subconscious mind, and what many call the universe, doesn't respond to what you are wanting. It responds to who you are being. When you consistently identify with the person who already has what you desire, your external world has no choice but to start reflecting that inner state back to you. So, why does this technique work so powerfully? The science and spirituality behind it are pretty aligned. When you are in a state of wanting, needing, or wishing for something, you are fundamentally operating from a state of lack. You are sending out an energetic signal that says, I don't have this. That feeling of lack creates stress, anxiety, and desperation, which actually repels the very thing you want. It keeps you stuck in a loop of searching and never finding. However, when you live in the end, you completely flip that dynamic. You stop sending out the energy of lack and scarcity. You're no longer vibrating with the frequency of, I want this, I need this to feel okay, or my life is incomplete without this. Instead, you start to embody the frequency of fulfillment. You are embodying the statements, I already am, I already have, and I already trust that it's done. This shift does incredible things. It literally changes your nervous system from a state of fight or flight to one of rest and digest. It calms you down. Calmness changes your body language, the decisions you make throughout the day, and even the opportunities you are able to perceive. Things you were blind to before suddenly become visible. Manifestation stops being this thing you have to force or struggle for, and it becomes the natural, inevitable outcome of who you are being. Now, let's clear up some common misunderstandings, because this is where people often get tripped up. Living in the end does not mean ignoring your current emotions. If you have a bad day, you're allowed to have a bad day. It doesn't mean acting delusional, like spending money you don't have, or quitting your job irresponsibly. It's an internal shift, first and foremost. It also doesn't mean you have to be visualizing your desire 24/7 or pretending everything in your life is perfect when it's not. That's exhausting and inauthentic. You are a human being, and you're allowed to feel the full spectrum of human emotions. Key is this, you don't move out of the identity of the person who has the desire. Let me explain. Let's say your desire is to be a confident, successful business owner. A successful business owner can have a bad day. They can feel frustrated when a launch doesn't go as planned. But their underlying identity doesn't change. They don't suddenly believe they're a failure. They handle the problem from the identity of a capable leader. So, even on difficult days, you acknowledge the feeling, but you return to the core identity of the person who has already achieved your goal. Alright, so how do you actually start practicing this in a way that feels natural and not forced? Here are 3 simple, grounded ways to begin today. First, start asking yourself better questions. Our minds are constantly asking questions, but usually they're problem-focused. We ask, how do I get this? Or why is this so hard? This keeps us in a state of lack. Instead, I want you to start asking questions from the end result. For example, Ask yourself, how would I be thinking right now if this was already done? How would I treat myself if I was already that person? What would feel normal to me now? These questions gently guide your mind into the state of the wish fulfilled, without force. The second practice is to pay attention to your inner conversations. We all have a running dialogue in our heads all day long. What is yours like? Is it worried, anxious, and full of doubt? Begin to consciously have inner conversations from the fulfilled state. Imagine talking to a friend in your mind, telling them how everything worked out perfectly. Feel the calm, certain, grounded energy of that conversation. Notice I said calm and certain, not over the top, excited. Lasting manifestation feels stable and natural, not like a constant sugar rush, team. And that brings me to the third practice, cultivating emotional familiarity. Many people think they need to feel intense, ecstatic happiness all the time to manifest. But that's not sustainable. What you really need is the quiet, neutral confidence of knowing. It's that calm, unshakable feeling of, this is mine. It's a done deal. I don't need to shout it from the rooftops or prove it to anyone. How do you cultivate this? By briefly tapping into that feeling a few times a day, just for a minute. Close your eyes and feel the quiet satisfaction of having what you want. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, block to manifestation is a sense of urgency and attachment to the timeline. When we're desperate for something to happen right now, we are back in a state of lack. We're telling the universe, I don't trust the timing, and I don't believe it's really mine yet. When you truly live in the end, time becomes irrelevant. So, you're not in a state of waiting anymore, because in your mind, it's already done. You are in a state of allowing. You are living your life from this new identity, knowing that the physical reflection is on its way. And ironically, when you genuinely let go of the when, that's when things often begin to move much faster. The lack of resistance on your part opens up the floodgates for your desire to flow into your life. So, to wrap this all up, remember that living in the end is not about getting something. It is about becoming someone. It's a fundamental shift in your identity. When you change who you are, internally your self-concept, your beliefs, your dominant feelings, your external reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match that new inner blueprint. You don't chase the manifestation. You embody the state, and the manifestation meets you there. You become a vibrational match from the inside out. If this message resonated with you and you found it helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content on creating the life you desire. And I'd love to know, let me know in the comments, what version of yourself are you choosing to live as, starting today? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.